Hi, yes, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, fella, you good?
Not bad at all for this time of the morning.
See, that's where you get to. You see, that's what Charlie looks like now is when you're 25. That's what you look like.
Before and after.
I always lie up. When he says, what age are you? I say 74. And I go, God, you look amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing how they lie so well. Evangeline, how did you get involved in songwriting?
I kind of just grew up around music. My whole side of my mum's family are musical, and my friend introduced me to UVG when I was about 12, almost 13, and so I've kind of been not thrown into, but really encouraged musically, and I think, but then I just showed an interest in it anyway.
Yeah. So Charlie, what's UVG?
UVG, right, let's do this potted history. UVG, the Urban Vocal Group, is a free-to-access music charity which started 10 years ago. We're on the 10th year in Havant. And essentially the idea is to give young people around that area who weren't getting the opportunities to make music, to free music making opportunities. And we started off primarily around vocals. And then within about 4 or 5 years, we started to do a little bit more on composition, instrument tuition. And now we've got sort of branched out into artist development. So we've got a lot of young artists coming through, such as Evangeline, and they get it all for free. And the idea is to give these sort of life-changing opportunities, because it's not just about music. There's personal and social development going on as well with the young people. We're now one of the largest attended music charities for young people on the South Coast. We've got groups in Portsmouth and Havant comprising of about 85 young people. Plus we've got 2 adult groups, an adult group in Havant and an adult group in Portsmouth. And the adult groups, they're fee paying, but then any money we make from that goes back into the charity so the young people get it for free. So that's the idea. But what's sort of happened, as would happen after 10 years, is we've got young people like Evangeline and many others now coming through, wanting to write, wanting to record, and we're starting to make quite a big impact on the sort of Portsmouth music scene. We're playing Victorious, they're playing Victorious, not just as a group. We're doing Little Johnnies all the time, you know, Nick's always promoting us. There's a lot of young artists coming from UVG, and Evangeline's just one of the first, and we've actually released 6 tracks now on iTunes. We've got an artist development scheme which we're just about to finish, another 6 new tracks coming out, and it's all different young people, all different genres, and it all started through singing, basically.
There you go. And if you didn't understand a word of that, he is Scottish.
I used to be Scottish. I've lived in this country longer than most people.
75 years he's been. We're going to break for some messages, then we're going to come back and we're going to hear Evangeline's track. This is 93.7 Express FM.
Will this war come to an end?
Express FM, we like to promote local talent, and that is Evangeline with Be My Strength. What's the story behind the song there, Evangeline?
Well, I originally had to write it for my music GCSE coursework, so I started just playing around with chords and just starting to write something, and then halfway through writing I got a little bit of a writer's block, but then it was around about the same time that there were the attacks in Paris, and so it kind of gave my song more significance to help me finish it.
Right.
It's kind of about being in a state of confusion or where nothing's constant in your life, and then having one person or one thing that is kind of like your anchor or an escape.
Right. It's very deep, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
nice work. When Evangeline came to you and she said, "Oh, I know I want to write this song and all the rest of it," where do you come in, Charlie? How do you guide Evangeline?
Well, essentially, that's my partner in crime. I work with Amber Tremaine, who is the musical director.
Hello, Amber Tremaine.
Yeah, right. Amber will be listening, hopefully. Amber's the musical director of UVG and has been with me right from the start when we started it. Now, Amber's obviously a very prolific singer-songwriter. So that's where we started to get this idea about. And we developed this model. So essentially, the young people would give us demos. They would send, so Evangeline sent us a little demo. It was a lovely little demo on a piano. And we would take that. She would and try and form the song a little bit, then take it into the studio, and that's where all the work would happen. So we'd put the vocal track down, and then Evangeline would sit down with Amber and the studio engineer and go, right, what sort of arrangement, what sort of feel are we looking for here, and build it up, arrange it, MIDI arrangement, strings, all that sort of stuff, and then it goes back to Evangeline. She says, yeah, we don't like, and there's that little process going on there, and ultimately what we wanted to do at the end of that was to release it properly, to sort of, you know, obviously tick the box, finish it all, so from top and tail it. Starts off from demo, ends up with release disc. And our job is to try and use our expertise as musicians and songwriters and arrangers and stuff like that to go, right, this is a great idea, let's flesh it out and turn it into something which I think is very, very professional. And some of these young people are 15, 14, and they're coming out with amazingly professional stuff. And that's because of that connection, working with professionals at such a young age. And as you can hear, the results, just brilliant.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Considering, say, 16, I don't mean that sort of patronising, but you know, it's a great ear you got for the tune, and also lyrically wise, it was spot on.
Thank you.
So Amber's done well. She's done well.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is. She's lovely. And one day we'll actually get her in here. We can
Amber,
try.
we love you.
Yeah, we can try and get her. If you want to find out more about Evangeline, have you got a website? Have we got? How can people get a hold of your track?
It's on iTunes and Spotify, and I've got a page on Facebook. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. No official website yet, but it's
we'll do that
to
soon.
listen to.
Yeah, that'll be coming soon. So if I went on and say, right, I really like that track, if I just searched it as Evangeline.
It's already on Spotify, just put in Be My Strength, Evangeline, and it'll come up. Right?
Perfect.
And the same on iTunes, yeah.
And the same on iTunes.
Lovely. Well, listen, I just think that you need to go in a different kind of direction, a bit more ska, and you'll be made.
One of my favourite things.
I'm just going to say, just putting it out there. Not that I'm biased. We've got more from Lou, but a big thank you to Evangeline, also Charlie. Thank you ever so much for coming in.
Big up for the website very quickly. If any young person wants to get involved with the UVG, it's www.theuvg.co.uk, or just Google the Urban Vocal Group. And if you want to get involved in the adult group, same thing, just Google the Urban Vocal Group and you can find out everything about it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much indeed, guys.